just like when I was starting this, is I'm looking at this bar. Like, you can't see it, I can see it, right? When you're streaming, there's this bar at the top here, okay, at the top of your screen that'll tell you if you're live or if you're offline. How is it going? Oh, okay, it is. Like, the duration, it just started right now. I was like, wait, did I press start? It says the duration, so it's like, right now I'm at like 25 seconds. Then it says how many viewers are watching you, and then it says how many followers you have. I'm just like thinking about all of the streamers, like those, see, my thing is, like, I'm into some of these streamers, okay? It's really hard for me to hold my attention of watching lives, okay? I've always wanted to do them and be good at doing them, and some people, like, really are, but I've definitely watched people who are not, and I'm really scared that I'm one of those people, okay? Mainly just because I am so used to editing my stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I always, like, I make, like that right there, I make a mistake, I stop the video, I cut it, and I continue on, you know what I mean? So for someone who is a big perfectionist of their videos, this is a little hard and interesting. That's also my thing, because it's live, I feel like I need to look here, but like yeah, it's just like a whole thing. But yeah, I watch some of these streamers, but I watch a lot of their clips, and I watch them more on TikTok just because my attention span is shot to shit, okay? Anyways, for what you're probably here for, no one's here anyways, but that's okay. But what you are probably here for, if you're watching it later, day 3 of Meet Cute. I'm so excited because the last story kind of sucked. I wasn't really with it that much. You know if I like a story or not if I'm not reacting as much to it. And like the first 2 pages, I really wasn't saying much. Like, but let's open this. Day 3. Opened. Seal. Broken. Alright. It is... Who is it? It's called Hourglass by Ibai Zaboy. Ibai Zaboy. I get really nervous of like, cause like when they would do like popcorn reading in school, right? I get really nervous about how I sounded words out. So like, I'm sure a lot of other people have done this, but like, have you ever like not popcorn read? It's like when they do like this counting read where it's like they'll be like, okay, everybody gets 1 paragraph, and then you'll count and see you'll see where you are in line, and then you'll see which paragraph is yours, right? And God forbid you miscount and you just read and practiced a whole different paragraph than you were just about to read, and now you got to read a completely different paragraph and do exactly what you didn't want to do, which was read something for the first time in front of everybody. Yeah, so that's why when I'm reading something, I'll sit there and I'll be like, and I'll go through like 17 different ways to pronounce it and try and narrow down which is the best way to say it so that I don't sound stupid. Because there was a time, sorry, I burped right there. There was a time in school where I was trying to sound out a word and like these kids all made fun of me because why we all remember these really stupid things, I don't know, because this was not as traumatic as it actually that I'm making it sound. But I just remember ever since then doing this, like sounding out my words like in my head because of that. But like they had made fun of me because I was like trying to sound out flood and I was trying to be quick, and I was with a group of a bunch of kids who were quick readers. Why my teacher did that, I have no idea, knowing that I was a kid in special reading classes. But yeah, I was trying to sound out the word flood and I said fluted. Yeah, they had a field day with that for a while. Anyways, back to the story and not my trauma. Alright, Hourglass by Ibai Zaboy. I'm gonna hope that's how you pronounce it. If not, I apologize. And apologies to any other authors that I might have mispronounced your names. I understand how that feels. Alright, so it's starting off different. It's saying now, so I'm assuming there's a point where... Okay, yeah. So there's a point where it says before. Is there like an after or something like that? Don't read ahead. I can't read that fast anyways. No. Okay, so there's like a now and then there's like a before. So I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's going to be a flashback thing, right? But they don't flash back because there's no now. Oh, there is a now. Oh, okay, I missed it. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, so they're like a now and then a before and then a now. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's start. You think you're better than me? I say while standing outside of Geraldine's, the only fancy dress boutique in town. I'm staring at a mannequin wearing a fitted white sequined dress, and she's looking down at me, over the tip of her nose, with a stupid smile on her face like she thinks she's all that. I look the mannequin up and down, with her bent leg meant to show off the sexy slit in her dress, and those high-heeled shoes that don't even fit. Her hand is held out as if she's supposed to be holding a cocktail or a glass of champagne. Her wig is the worst thing about her. Dolores, the salesgirl, didn't even bother to brush and style it, so the mannequin looks a hot mess. Damn, I'd be mad. I that's one thing is, like, a lot of the work that I, like, at least try to do, right? I do a lot of different temp work, okay? But when I do ones that are, like, my favorite, that are along the lines of, like, what I want to do career-wise, okay? Like, in, like, event planning. Like, not event planning, like, a party, but, like, event management in events. Like when, like, the Super Bowl. And, like, you know, for, like, a big example and stuff like that. So, I get it. It's like, you'll see... They'll give you exactly what it's supposed to look like, and then everybody, you got all these different people with different ideas in their head of, like, oh, let's just do it this way. I'm like, oh my god, they give you a map, let's just do it like this, and then we can tweak things afterwards, okay? So, like, I get it. I'm like, you know? Oh my god. Can you please come inside, Cherish? Stacy says, poking her head out from inside the boutique. I open the door to the sound of wind chimes and the scent of cheap perfume and steam dresses. I inhale because it smells like Stacy's whole house. Her mother's been shopping at Geraldine's since we were both little. My mother has never bought a thing from her. My own mother has never bought a thing from here, and neither have I. Not even my prom dress. I don't want to either. But Stacy's been dragging me here all week, trying on dress after dress, and I'm her designated photographer. She posted the pics and asked her followers to vote on their favorite look. So naturally, she gets all the haters who comment on every single wrong thing about her body, face, and hair. And once, even her toes that were poking out from beneath a long gown. You know what? That's not as, like, that is crazy, but, like, people do that. I remember that people doing that with the picture of Kendall Jenner, because her toe was, like, coming straight out of some shoes. Oh my gosh. The hell did I go? And once her toes that were sticking out of the long gown. But she takes it like a champ. She doesn't care. Her best friend, Stacy, has enough ego for both of us. Okay, she says, standing back against the dressing room mirror. I have good hopes for this one. This one's starting out to sound good. Okay, she says, standing back against the... Oh, I didn't even see that. Damn. Hello, person, if there's a person in here. Saying standing back against the dressing room mirrors in the far end of the boutique. What about this one? The black dress is sleeveless, fitted at the top, flares out at the bottom, and barely covers her legs. Didn't you wear something like that for the fifth grade dance? I asked. I sure did. So you think I should be more risque? I am 18, you know. See? Finally! We've got a reference of age somewhere, okay? Jesus. I am 18, you know. So do I show more boob or my butt? Do I show more boob or my butt? Or both? She holds out, you don't, I mean, like, you can do both. It's not like you can't. But usually you pick one or the other. Like, when in doubt, pick one. Right? Like that. She holds out 2 different dresses in each hand. I got more likes on the pic I posted wearing this one, without a body to fill them in. One looks like a spiraling slinky, and the other looks like a fishing net. Stacy, just pick up a dress and let's go, I say, annoyed. She rolls her eyes and goes back into the fitting room, shaking her booty at me. As the mirrored door swings open, I catch a glimpse of myself wearing a plain t-shirt and jeans, tall, wide, frumpy, and sorry. It's noon on a Sunday, and I really did just roll out of bed to shop with Stacy. She wanted to get here before the other girls came into the store. The prom is next Friday. You know what? I don't know how I feel about... I don't know who we are yet, but, like, I don't know how I feel about how you're treating Stacy right now, because it just sounds... I mean, yeah, she does have her followers that she's kind of asking questions to, but she's also kind of trying to, like, be a person and ask a person still. So maybe be a little nicer, but who knows? Maybe, I don't know what's going on yet, so let's see. Prom is next Friday, so mostly everyone in Kingsbridge High has their dresses, tuxes, and limos all set up. But Stacy wants to make it a whole fashion show, where she dares herself to find the perfect dress in a small town at the very last minute, and still be the best at everything for the prom. I get that. I get that. My mom helped me work on my prom dress for, I swear it felt like weeks. Maybe it was not that long, but it felt like that long. I turned to the snooty mannequin in the store's window. She has her back to me now. I notice the clearance rack in a far corner at the store, and a sign that reads plus size. A long burgundy gown is displayed in the front of the rack, something a great aunt would wear to her 60th birthday dinner. I've never dared to look through those dresses for something in my size. None of them are like a slinky or a tube or have a slit up the side. None of them hit above the knee or down low at the neckline. None of them ooze hot or sexy. None of them are anything I would wear while standing remotely close to Stacy, who is shaped like an actual mannequin, a straight up Barbie. Like, just because of the age reference, I'm understanding what you mean, but I think I'm just at an age where I'm just like, I don't care, like, bro, where? I do get what she means of like the options though. Yeah, like, hate plus size options a lot of the times because, again, it's not giving hot or sexy, right, and stuff, right? But yeah, no, it's just such a catch-22 situation, you know what I mean? I browse around the store because, like, also the other girl can't really help how she looks. It doesn't sound like she's making you, as far as I know, it doesn't sound like she's making you feel bad for how we look. I hope. Who are we? That's what I want to know. Who we are? You know what I mean? Where did I go? Oh, I browse around the store like I've done so many times before. I can't remember the last or first time I wore a dress, so the prom was not an event. I wanted to go, oh my god, please use your words. So the prom was not an event I wanted to go experimenting with my look for. My own mother lives in her work uniform or a bathrobe. I spot a stack of flyers and a small pile of business cards near the cash register. You know what? I'm gonna kind of retract what I was saying a little bit because how long y'all been friends? What's going on here? Are y'all? I need more info. It's your best friend. Yeah, like I'm also gonna chop it up to like, if you have this reference saying that my own mother lives in her work uniform and a bathrobe, you don't necessarily have someone that's showing you how to do a lot of the things to make you feel more confident about exploring your style and stuff. But maybe your homies should be doing that. You know what I mean? Like, homies do that. We all do that for each other. You know what I mean? Help each other. We're all in this together. Oh my god. Anyways, I spot a stack of flyers and a small pile of business cards near the cash register. The flyer is a photo of a bunch of ladies wearing long, fitted, colorful gowns and patterns I've never seen before. Bold and ethnic, the ladies are in all different shapes and sizes. Above the photo reads, Mamadou's African Tailoring. One size don't fit all. What's African tailoring? I asked Dolores. She shrugs while going through her phone. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna say something crazy just now. I'm sorry. Sorry, just had to make sure. She shrugs while going through her phone. Some black man and his son dropped those off. They say they fix dresses. Like at the cleaners? I guess. Yeah, that's... Have you never heard of tailors at the cleaners before? Like at the dry cleaners? Is that what she's talking about? Yeah, like that's a very normal thing. I guess, she says. So a new black family moved to Kingsbridge? That's a weird question. That's a weird... Like, you could have just said family? Like, I ask, You should know better than me, she mumbles. I stared at the flyer once more before putting it down and returning to the conceited mannequin. What is with you and this mannequin? I really hope this isn't us, because I'm not concerned about mannequins like this, okay? This is insane. Jesus Christ. I stared at the flyer once before putting it down and returning to the conceited mannequin as it stares out of the store's front window. Without thinking twice, I step closer to it and smack it upside its head. It tumbles forward, hitting the window. You're not all that, I say. Okay. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand being frustrated and not seeing mannequins that are your size. I get that. I don't think I've ever smacked a mannequin upside the head before, though. That's crazy. Oh my god. Dolores rushes over to prop it up again. She struggles with the mannequin a bit until it's upright. Then she turns and squints her blue shadowed and mascaraed eyes at me. Honestly, girl, it's okay. Hold on, I'm not. It's not from hearing this, but like, it just sounds like you want to go, but you don't want to put in a little bit of some of the effort to also maybe go. Like, I don't know what's okay. I need more. I don't know what's going on here, because why are we smacking mannequins and getting judgy and rude to our best friend and stuff? But like, your best friend also should be helping you out a little bit too. But I don't know. This is just, again, a lot of catch-22 going on. Stacy comes out of the fitting room to see my face about to burst into laugh. She didn't hold hers in, so we both let out a long, hard laugh as Dolores shakes her head and goes back to scrolling through her phone at the cash register. Don't hate her, because she's beautiful, Stacy says as she walks over to Dolores to pay for the slinky black dress. That's funny. It's the one her followers voted on a few days ago. The one with the slits along the side that almost show off every single part of her body. I don't hate her, I say, side-eyeing the now propped-up mannequin. She hates me because I'm beautiful. Period. I bat my eyelashes and flash a sexy smile at Stacy, and she laughs even harder. Okay, I'm starting to understand y'all's dynamic now. I take back everything I said. I do. Like, I get it now. I get it. This is why details are important. Context, you know? What is it? I bat my eyelashes and flash a sexy smile at Stacy, and she laughs even harder. For a quick moment, I wonder if she's laughing at the joke or at me. Okay, maybe let me just shut up. Maybe let me just shut up and read the story, okay? I refresh my email over and over again as I sit in Stacy's passenger seat on the drive home. It's the only thing I can do in Stacy's tiny car, where the top of my head brushes against the car's roof upholstery and my knees are almost curled up to my chest. It's a health hazard riding in her car, because I'm 6'5" and her 2-door hatchback is made for tiny teeny boppers like her. 5'4" and only about 100 pounds, but I still insist on wearing a seatbelt, even though I feel like I have to fold myself twice over just to get in around my hips. I don't complain. Not out loud anyways. But I'm sure Stacy can hear it in my breathing. My sighs and grunts. She ignores it. Thank goodness. I mean, maybe do you have a car? Can you all take your car? Can Stacy give you gas and y'all take your car? I don't understand why are we putting you through this like this? This is crazy. I feel like we're gonna go through all kinds of different people in this book. This is cool. I kind of like it, but like, damn. Where was I? My breathing, my side. She ignored. Thank goodness it's June, and I haven't heard back from the 3 colleges that waitlisted me. But I'm keeping hope alive because there is still a There is still a week left of high school. I've started getting a bunch of emails about registering for my fall classes at Shaw County Community College, and Dad has already sent in my deposit. Still, I have a cardboard box pushed to a corner of my room full of the stuff I'll be taking with me if I get off of those wait lists. When I get off those wait lists, I'm putting it out there in the universe. I desperately need to go away for college, and each of those schools are far from Kingsbridge, New York. Don't tell me you're checking for homework, Stacy says, and if you are, I'm going to your house to throw that overstuffed, raggedy book bag in the trash. High school is over, Cherish. No one gives any homework the last week before school ends, and even if they did, why would you throw my bag out anyway? I ask, knowing good and well that Stacy never follows through on her threats to make me like her, to make me not care, to make me more fun. Okay, Stacy's weird. Because you're also weird too. But let's see who's weirder, or if you're just both two peas in a pod for each other. Because we should be celebrating. I really want you to get out of this funk. Cheer up, Cherish. This has been my favorite thing to... It's just kind of funny saying Cherish because I got a friend named Cherish, so... this has been her favorite thing to say to me. Cheer up, Cherish. For as long as I can remember. I am cheered up, just not like her. I'm Stacy's sidekick, her road dog, her ride or die chick, and we are nothing alike. That's why we've been friends since the 3rd grade. Even as her different cliques and crews came and went, I was still her loyal friend waiting to hear how so-and-so and this and that betrayed her and stabbed her in the back. And with me by her side to tell her how dumb she was acting with the guy, or how cute she didn't look in an outfit. She was leaving Kingsbridge High with a bang, a slamming prom dress, a new hairdo, and a plane ticket to Oberlin College. She was headed halfway across the country, and still I was her sidekick cheering her on. Okay. These are my thoughts, okay? Like, I do get what she's saying. I do. I'm not trying to, like, gaslight that or anything in any way. But my thing is that there is a point... there is a point in, I think, just, like, life. It's not, like, a certain time, but I think there is a point in life where, like, you have to... Like, why don't you have other friends? Like, she made, like, you were saying that she went on and went to other cliques and other friends and all this stuff. Why didn't you also go make other friends, too? And I get that if you're just, like, a lot of people just don't in high school. I get that. Like, that's a perfectly acceptable answer. But if you feel this, like, sorry. If you feel this kind of, like, oh, I kind of just waited around for you. Like, you didn't, like, have to do that. You know what I mean? But again, we don't know the whole situation, so we have no idea. But that's my only thing. It's just, like... And you trying to say, like, with this whole thing with her headed to college and stuff, like, can you just not be excited for your friend to go to college? And I get it. You're feeling, like, maybe, like, resentful or whatever because you are wanting to go to different colleges and you're not getting into it. And you have to go to, like, a local community college, and, like, your friend is able to go to a community college across the country, go to a college across the country. Like, I do understand all of that, but, like, but if you can't be happy for her, then, like, why are you friends with her then? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe I still need to shut up and just read. Let me figure this out. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, anyways. I was her son. Okay. A new plane ticket to Oberlin College. She was headed halfway across the country, and still I was her sidekick cheering her on. You should be celebrating, I say. I'll be stuck here seeing these same houses and roads and people for the next 4 years. Like, do you know how long life is? I get it, but, like, I promise there is lights under or past every tunnel, okay? 2 years, Cherish. It's community college. Yeah, I was about to say, like, what do you mean 4 years? You can always transfer after 2 years. You can transfer after a year. Like, 2 years is a long time in this town, and besides, we all know what happens to most people here. Kingsbridge Elementary middle school, high school, and Shaw Community College. Then the mall or the state prison. Damn, you don't... Damn, dude. You sound like a ray of sunshine. Like, oh my god. I say with the knot forming in my belly because I think I may... I mean, she's talking to her bestie, so I guess I understand her speaking like this. I say with the knot forming in my belly because I think I may have just described my whole life in this town. My past, present, and future. Oh, I forgot we're gonna... Oh, shit. I totally forgot we were here in the now, and then there's gonna be a before. A before? Wait, so now is high school, and then there's a... Whoa, what's gonna happen? I'm invested. Don't forget the diner, Stacy adds. About 7 people from our class will be working at Read the room, Stacy. Like, why would you say that? Margaret's diner. I grunt and throw my head back against the seat. I really should have applied for a safe school, but no. It was either leave Kingsbridge or bust, and I'm busting right now. Stacy. I'm about to fucking explode. No, you're not. You'll be fine. And you'll have more freedom. Go to the city on the weekends, just like we did a few months ago, and not every single person from Kingsbridge will be going to Shaw. I'm not going to Shaw. Have you guys ever seen How I Met Your Mother? Nobody asked you, Stacy, okay? Like, nobody asked you, Patrice, alright? Like, what? Why would you say that right now? Why would you say that right now? Girl, she's irritating me. She is irritating me. Anyways. 1 second, hold on. Okay. Rub it in, why don't... Yeah, right? Rub it in, why don't you? She's quiet as she turns up my street and pulls into my driveway. It's sunny out, but my little house still manages to have a dark cloud over it, and I'm about to step right into the storm. Okay, Stacy says, turning off her engine. I'm gonna ask you one last time. Please come to prom. Okay, so she does want you to come to prom. She wants you to come. Like, I bet you that if you said, yeah, I want to go, she would probably help you find a dress, do all the things. I think she just doesn't want to overwhelm you by saying all of that if you just keep saying, no, you don't want to go. Like, I would assume that. I'm that way with some of my friends, Where the fuck? Oh, please come to prom. No, I'll be fine, trust me. I say not wanting to have this conversation with her for the umpteenth time. I don't mind if you're my date, Cherish, she says all sweet, slipping her hand into mine. Is that how you want to leave Kingsbridge, letting everybody think we're a couple? That would be kind of badass, All my exes would be so pissed. That's actually really funny. You know what, Stacy? You're alright for right now. I'm not gonna be part of your lesbian revenge fantasy, Stacy. That's so funny. I say as I open the car door. Aw, come on, please, she laughs. I close the door as the passenger side window rolls down. You already agreed to go with Alex, right? He's a good guy. I try not to laugh because Alex is like a brother to us. He and Stacy are going as friends, and since Stacy couldn't get any of her good-looking exes to take her to prom, except one, and we're both already clear about why he's not an option. You mean... You're making fun of me, aren't you? Yes, I am. Just know that you're making him look good. He should pay you. Even I wouldn't date Alex if he asked me. That's a weird thing to say. And he has back in the 6th grade. By that time, I was already half a foot taller than him, even though he and Stacy are the same height. Alex still looks like a middle schooler. And with heels on, Stacy will look like Alex's mama, since he hasn't made it out of puberty yet. All this was because she promised me not to go with the guy I hated most in the world. The guy she once loved most in the world, Brian Price. Once Stacy pulls out of my driveway, I check the mailbox just like every day since waiting on my college admissions letters. I hold the stack of envelopes against my heart and make a wish out into the air that I got into Spelman the day the letter arrived, and it wasn't either a yes or a no. Was one of the worst days of my life. I was stuck waiting again. Inside the house, I rushed to the computer to find my little brother. Honor? His name is Honor? I rushed to the computer to find my little brother, Honor. Okay. That's not a weird name. I just like the way that they wrote it. I didn't understand if that was his name or if she's trying to like say something else. My little brother, Honor, playing Minecraft. I mush his head and tell him to get out of the way. He doesn't move. Come on, Honor. I need to check my email. Check it later, he says, still not moving. I start to grab his arm and he calls out for Dad. I quickly let go and cover his mouth. I look around our one-story house and there's no sign of my father on the couch or in the kitchen, so I pinch Honor's arm. Ow! Why'd you do that for? Shut up and get off the computer. I yell through clenched teeth. You'll wake up Dad. I quickly check my email for any news from Spelman or Hampton or even Florida A&M. They all waitlisted me, and they are miles and miles away from here. Virginia, Georgia, and Florida. They're historically... Oh! Okay, that's why you said that. Okay. That makes more sense. Did we say that before? And I missed it? Because that line earlier where she was like, some black man is and then they were like, so a new black family moved to Kingsbridge. I was just like, that was kind of aggressive. why couldn't it just be a family? But I'm assuming the character is black, okay? Because they're talking about going to an HBCU. They're historically black colleges that are nothing like my small white town, where my family is one of the 14 black families. And that's why you said that. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I'm caught up. I get it. White town where my family is one of 14 black families, and we stand out like 4 giant oak trees in a forest of shrubs. You know what? Oak trees are beautiful. So, them. All right. Well, the racist ones at least. Where did I go? Oh, I thought it was way more down than I was. My parents and I are over 6'5" 5 inches tall and big, and Honor would probably have his growth spurt this summer since he's going into the 7th grade. The few times we walk downtown together, people either think we're oversized basketball players or freaks. That's rude. Not you, but like whoever's thinking that. No matter how long we've been living in this town, we never fit in. I never fit in. And Brian Price was the person who reminded me of this over and over again. So I'd be hiding in plain sight at an HBCU with all those black kids from all over the country in different shapes and sizes, and I was sure there would be other girls like me, too visible and invisible at the same time. I check all 3 of my email accounts, nothing, except for a shitload of messages from Shaw County. I ignore them all. A loud thud comes from my parents' bedroom. Okay, wait. I do want to take back everything I kind of said because everything you described about being in your hometown, I kind of just changed my perspective of it because that's just like that's a completely different experience. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get it. Totally 100%. Not even gonna give you the benefit of the... Or I'm gonna give you... I don't even know what I'm saying, how to say what I'm saying. But, like, I totally get what you're saying. I totally get what she means of, like, I want to get out. Like, outie kind of thing. And, like, why she's so jealous that her friend gets to go and she kind of doesn't. Like, that's a completely different experience than just the average teenager. You know what I mean? Just, like, hating their hometown kind of thing, right? Um, a loud thud comes from my parents' bedroom, letting me know that dad is up. That dad is up and moving about. He swings open his bedroom door and makes his way down the narrow hallway into the living room. The top of his head almost brushes against the ceiling, and he has to duck when he reaches the archway leading out of the hall. I search my mind for something to say about the missing groceries before he even asked, but I've gone blank. I stand up instead, ready to head out the door. "Where are you going?" he asks with his usually scraggly voice. I stutter for a bit, then I tell the truth. I forgot the groceries. He doesn't say anything, but rushes to the kitchen and searches the fridge and cabinet for something. Anything. There's a quarter full carton of milk. There are a couple cans of beans. There's some leftover roasted chicken, but he'd have to pick at the bones to make a sandwich with the almost moldy rye bread from last week. I stand in the kitchen and sigh. It isn't about the food or the money, it's about the time. It's always about time. My parents watch over people serving time. My brother and I wait for the time that each of our parents would be home together at the same time. We all coordinate our times to use the car for other things besides getting to work and school, and we wait for Dad's paycheck to clear before we can shop for food. A couple $100 for groceries before it was time to pay for other bills. So time affected food, affected money, affected me. Dad bangs on one of the cabinet doors, making both me and Honor jump, before he starts yelling about time and money and food. I rush out of the house just as Mama is pulling up in the driveway. I walk past her without saying a word, heading straight for Stacy's to beg her to take me to Food Town. My heart is pounding out of my chest, and my throat is dry and tight. Stacy's house is about a mile from my house. Can you call her? Can she come get you? Like, do you not have a phone? Stacy's house is about a mile from my house, and I shouldn't have walked in it in this June heat. Oh shit. Dad was blowing up my phone and I was ignoring him. I knew he'd want me to come back just so he could yell at me and tell me how irresponsible I am and that I shouldn't even think about going away to college because I couldn't remember a simple thing like buying food for the house. And that I should stay away from that white girl, Stacy. Oh, Stacy's white. Okay. From that white girl. I am understanding the dynamic more. This is why details are important. Everything, my whole perspective is shifting from the beginning of this story. Like, very, very much. And that I should stay away from that white girl, Stacy, because she got my head all up in the clouds. Anything Dad would say to me right now would get me out of anger and hunger. Get me out of anger and hunger. And Mama would be his amen corner, co-signing everything. I didn't need any of that right now. I spot Stacy's car as I reach her house, a 2-story surrounded by a perfectly manicured lawn and rose bushes. I can imagine what she's up to right now, messing with her hair, on the internet talking shit, or trying on different outfits. See, like, it sounds like y'all got phones. Could you not have texted her? Oh yeah, you have a phone. Your dad was calling you. Why didn't you call her? Messing with her hair on the internet, talking shit, or trying on different outfits and adding more mirror selfies to her phone's queue. Her parents' car isn't in the driveway, so I exhale. They try too hard around me. They ask too many questions about my parents, my brother, and school. I wouldn't have to talk to them about college. They will try to fix it for me. They will ask me how can they help. I don't want to deal with that right now either. At the curb in front of her house is another parked car, though, a small black one. I've seen it before at school, but I can't... Hold on one second. Ooh, my phone's a little hot. That's okay. But I can't place the owner. I reach the front door. And instead of knocking, I reach for the front door. It doesn't say for, but it should. Instead of knocking, I open it. Her house is unlocked during the day. We never do that at our house. I don't call out her name because I've done this before. Walked into her bedroom unannounced. She'll squeal and throw a towel at me. Then we'll sink back into our usual shit talking. So when I quickly open the door, she's there on her bed with a boy. This isn't the first time. I don't gasp or embarrassingly shut the door. I stand there and stare and make sure that the boy she's with, Brian Price, sees me unmoving and unafraid. And that's a lie, because my insides drop down to the floor, sink to the bottom of my feet. Stacy wasn't supposed to be with him. Not now, not ever, not like this. Dude. You had mentioned him earlier, but, like, do you like him? Is that why? Okay, well, BRB for a second, I gotta blow my nose. Alright, backity back. Make sure I put this, I gotta fix it real quick. Okay, so that was the now part. So remember I told you earlier that it said now at the beginning? Right there. Right. So now we are at the part that says before. So I feel like we're about to find out some stuff about this Brian fella. Yep. Before. November of senior year was when I wanted to kill Brian Price. Okay, maybe we don't have a crush on him. The meme had been going around for 2 days before it got to me. I didn't know then that Stacy had been the first to see it. I'm already upset, because what do you mean? What meme? I wasn't always Stacy's designated photographer. She would take photos of me and of us and post them, and I wouldn't care. Even if I got comments about how pretty I looked or about my outfit or my hair, none of it fazed me. I'm, like, again, my whole perspective has changed due to details, but just reading that line, all I could think of was that part in Meet the Robinsons, when Goob is, like, walking down the hallway, and they're like, hey, Goob, you want to come to my house? Hey, Goob, my mom said you could spend the night tonight. And then Goob's like, they all hated me. I'm sorry. I don't know why that reminded me of that, but it did. None of it fazed me until a photoshopped meme reached my phone, and I saw on my face, on a gorilla's body. That's so... A gorilla wearing a wig and a dress. Oh, shit! That's... That's so messed up. Oh my god. A gorilla? For context, if you're not understanding why I'm like, it's because at first I was like, oh damn, they made like a fat meme about you, but she's black. That's so messed up. That's horrible. Dude. And you're a friend. Hold on. Why is this bitch your best friend still? What do you mean? No, and she's... I need to keep reading. I'm so irritated right now. Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. I'm so mad. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. She's still your best friend. She's a white girl. What ethnicity is Brian? I bet you I know. Oh my god. Because, and she's still your friend, and she's the first one who saw it. Ooh, if I find out she made it too. Ooh! You, Stacy. Screw Stacy. No, Stacy sucks. I take back any nice thing I said about Stacy. You suck. Oh my god, I'm so irritated right now. I'm so irritated. Dude. Oh my god. Wait, what did your mom and dad do about that? I'm so irritated right now. Anyways, okay, let's keep reading. A gorilla wearing a wig and a dress. And I didn't run out of school and hide and cry. I approached every single person sitting around me in the cafeteria and demanded that they tell me who did it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I yanked collars and pulled arms and yelled in faces until Principal Stewart called me into the office. Hell yeah. Oh my god, that was pretty satisfying to read. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy about that. That was, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get in those bitches' faces. Oh my god. And ask me not to bully the student. Me not bully the student? Oh. I'm so irritated right now. I didn't show him. Okay. But still. Ugh, shouldn't you be aware as a principal? Shouldn't you be aware that these things are going on? I didn't show him the photo. I cursed him out instead. Period. I was suspended for 2 days. The worst of it all was when my parents found out. They thought I was bullying. I didn't show them the photo either. Like, I'm just gonna keep reading. I don't, there's so many thoughts going through my head right now. I cannot do this right now. I wasn't the only one. More and more of these Photoshopped memes kept coming up, and it wasn't easy to trace them back. There's gotta be at least one parent that knew about, like, there's always those kids who say, like, literally everything to their parents, you know what I mean? And there's gotta be at least one of them that's like, hey, that's really messed up. Like, maybe I should go let someone know. Like, that just shows the experience that she's been having living in this town when, like, how she said that she's just one of the 14 black families that live in this town. Like, nobody gave a shit. Nobody. Like, you're telling me not one parent found out about that and raised concern at the school? That's crazy. That's crazy. Even out of those 14 families, that's crazy. That's insane. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Anyways. I wasn't the only one. More and more of these Photoshop memes kept coming up, and it wasn't easy to trace them back to one fake account. As one of the smallest seniors and one of the 4 black kids in our grade, Alex got it the worst. Alex got it the worst. So when his parents came up, is Alex black? As one of the smallest black kids in our grade, Alex got it the worst. I'm assuming so. So when his parents came up to the school and threatened to take it with the authorities, Principal Stewart had to do something. See? Okay, there we go. Right? That's what's happening, right? Finally, a parent found out. Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming they started making... So they're saying that they made more and more of these memes. But I thought they were saying making it of her. But they would be making it of some of these other black kids. That's crazy! Oh my god! What state are you in? This is crazy. This is actually so insane. So it kept happening, and it just took this one family to finally do. I'm so irritated. Kept taking to the authorities. Principal Stewart had to do something. Now he had to do something. There's no way that principal was that clueless of what was going on. I'm sorry. There's no way. Brian Price was suspended for a week. Brian Price had been Stacy's boyfriend since sophomore year. Why is he in your house, Stacy? I'm irritated. Now I'm even more upset that your parents aren't letting you go to a college so you can go make better friends. I'm so irritated. I'm so mad. Ugh! Okay. Brian Price had been Stacy's boyfriend since sophomore year. Brian Price was always an asshole. Stacy broke up with him because he'd attacked basically all her friends. Me, most importantly. Not you only? I'm sorry. That would... I'm just saying I'd break up with people for less. Okay? I really would. For extremely less. Alright? This is so insane for you to be like, oh, he treated all my friends bad, so now I'm gonna break up with him. Ugh. Everyone knew, especially me, that she still loved him. Why, girl? Why? You don't get the ick from that? You don't get the ick from your boyfriend making a gorilla meme out of your black best friend? That's crazy. That's crazy. You're a weird bitch. You're weird, girl. That's weird. Anyways. Oh, that's so weird. Stacy's weird. I don't like her at all anymore. At all. Ew. That didn't stop him from being an asshole, and she knew that if she stayed with him, she would have been an asshole by association. Yeah, Stacy! Duh! Oh my god. Man, I'm just thinking of that tweet that's like, I do not support all women. Some of you bitches are very dumb. I'll protect all of you, but I don't support all of you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, now we're at a now. So now we're coming back to right now where they're in the bedroom. Okay. Oh, maybe not? Okay, it's jumping to now, but it's not jumping right back to when she caught Stacy in the bedroom with him. On the last day of school, no one showed up to Mr. Randall's Shakespeare class. Well, about 10 of us are here, and we look like the dumbest kids graduating from Kingsbridge High. If it was senior cut day, no one told us. If there was some sort of after-school party that everyone left to attend, we weren't invited. I look around at the other familiar faces in the class. I know all their names. Some I have known since middle school or elementary school. Sorry. I've spoken to only 5 of them, and that was either for a group project or for some silly small talk over the years. One kid's got his head down and is straight up snoring. Another girl is doodling in her notebook. They all have seniorities. Seniorities, right? Yeah. But a much milder case since senioritis. See, this is why I sound out words in my head. Senioritis. I was like, what do you mean worst case? But they all have senioritis, but a much milder case since they're here sitting in a classroom with me, probably the only senior who is immune to senioritis. Senioritis is a plague. When there are only a few days left of high school, the prom and graduation are coming up, and no one wants to do shit. Teachers know about senioritis too, of course. And the ones who don't care about any of it give us quizzes, exams, and homework assignments. Those are my favorite teachers. Girl. I guess. I need a test or a big group to take my mind off ignoring Stacy, hiding in different parts of the school to avoid her, and not answering her calls or texts. Did I jump ahead somewhere? No, okay. I fucked up at home with all of my chores and standing in as Honor's second mom. Wait, what about when you were at her house? What happened? Ugh. I want to know what happened because did you ever get your groceries? You walked a mile there, girl. That's long. That's a lot. In June? What state are you in also? Because I'm in Arizona. That's hot. Anyways, the only good friend I had is fucked up, and my whole future is fucked up too. Because I've done all this work in high school and still ended up at a fucking community college. So for the first time in all 4 years at Kingsbridge, I take a nap. I take a fucking nap and shut out this stupid world. My phone buzzes, and instead of looking to see who's calling or texting, I turn to the classroom door, because this has always been how Stacy gets my attention. She'll call or text and stand in the doorway waving. This was also how she'd get me in trouble and have my phone taken away by Mr. Randall. But no one is standing there. So I check to see that I've gotten an email. It's from Florida A&M. So I asked Mr. Randall to be excused. I rush out of the classroom and lean against one of the nearby walls and slide down the floor. I hold the phone close to my heart, shut my eyes, and inhale. Sorry guys, I'm burping a lot right now. I open my email and the first word I see is congratulations, and I scream. My voice echoes in the hallway and kids come out of the classroom staring at me with a big old smile. I stand up with a big old smile. With a smile, girl, I would have thought someone got shot. I stand up wanting to do cartwheels throughout the hall, and even as Stacy starts to slowly make her way towards me, not knowing whether to smile or ask me if I'm okay, I yell out, I got into Florida A&M. I don't read the details. I don't check the financial aid information. I don't know how I'll get down to Florida, but I'm getting the fuck out of this town. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! What is her name again? I forgot. Cherish! Oh my god, our name is Cherish. Yeah, hell yeah, Cherish! Again, I'm just laughing because I have a friend named Cherish, so this is just funny. It's just saying her name is funny. Are we Cherish? That's what I want to know, because it seems like whenever we say the person... No, because in the last one, we said Lauren a lot, and we ended up being Lauren, so... Okay. So we got to a beat where they're, like, kind of, like, changing scenes. Stacy wants to pretend like nothing happened. She wants to pretend that she hasn't been seeing Brian all the time, and she's been bullshitting me and everybody else. I could have called that! Is the sky blue? Like, what? That hasn't been seeing Brian all the time. Blah, 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 blah. She asked me to come over and celebrate about Florida. She parks outside my house, honking, refusing to come to the door like always, but not this time. This time, I wait for her to come to me. This time, she knocks and I open the door and step out. She's never been inside my house. You fucked up, I say. He's sorry. Oh, be right. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Ooh, my tummy's rumbling. She parks outside my house, honking, refusing to come to the door like always, but... Oh, okay. She's never been inside my house. You guys have been friends for that long? Since, like, elementary school, and she's never been inside your house? That's crazy. You fucked up, I say. He's sorry, she says. Since when? Listen, you coming to me and saying that he's sorry, that's not gonna... Even him coming to me and saying he's sorry, that's not gonna cut it. So what makes you think you saying it in his behalf is gonna cut it? Like, I don't... People are so irritating. Since the moment it happened. Bet! Why didn't he tell me then? Like... When I saw the picture or when he got caught. When I saw the picture or when he got caught. Look, he stopped doing any of it, right? Girl, what do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you want that you are trying to come here and get my forgiveness? Because if it's friendship, then you need to seriously... deeply look into why I am upset and why I'm not taking any of this bullshit. But if it's because you need something, then just tell me so I can tell you no, you can get out of my face. And you can get off my porch. Like, I'm so irritated. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh. Since the moment it happened. When I saw the picture or when he got caught. Look, he stopped doing any of it, right? Wrong. He was dead wrong. And you're dead wrong. I open the door to step back inside. Cherish, please, she says, all sweet. With puppy dog eyes. Cheer up. Like, oh my god, there was cookie crumbs in that. Shit. Dude. Oh, there you go. Fuck you, Stacy. I say slamming the door in the face. Yeah, Stacy. Yes, Stacy. Yes, Stacy. Yes, Stacy. Oh my god, I'm irritated. I have until Monday to accept the seat at Florida A&M. Oh, it's another beat where it's like we're changing scenes again. I have until Monday to accept the seat at Florida A&M. I'll be losing the deposit Dad sent to Shock. Oh shit! You know what? You go. You need to owe your dad. You owe your dad an apology. You need to go and be like, you know what? You were so right about that white girl. I'm just. How long have I been on this thing? Okay. How much more do I have? Like a couple more pages. This one's a little longer than the other ones, but it's okay. This is a good story. I really am enjoying this one. I have until Monday to accept the seat at Florida A&M. I'll be losing the deposit Dad sent to Shaw County. He'll have to come up with another deposit and part of my tuition and stuff for my dorm room and my plane ticket. Still, I let the thoughts of packing and saying a goodbye to Kingsbridge wander around my mind. This is not a dream anymore. It's as real as breathing, and it's so close. But something weighs heavy on my body. This is a moment I want to share with Stacy. I was there for her when she got her acceptance letter to Berlin. We were supposed to go out to the mall and movies that night, but she chose to stay home. Now I know. She chose to be with So you are connecting the dots of the fact that she wanted to stay home the night that you guys had plans to go celebrate. And you were finding out that it's probably that she really wanted to just celebrate with Brian. And you still have a thought of like, I want to celebrate this moment with Stacy. Girl, I just feel so bad because it sounds like Stacy was genuinely your only friend. And that really sucks. Especially like you living in a small town feeling as isolated as you do. That's so crazy. Oh my god. That's so insane. Because at that point, after like if everything came to me like a freaking like prophecy, just like I got all the answers to the universe type thing, she would be so dead to me. So dead to me after that. Like, bye. A complete bye, right? Like, that's insane. Oh my god. She chose to be with Brian, the asshole. I searched through her Instagram feed to see all her photos about what shoes she'll be wearing, her different hairstyles, makeup colors, the works. I wonder... Oh, wait, we're supposed to meet somebody still, right? Okay. Makeup colors, the works. I wonder who is taking her pictures now. Probably Brian. What? Then a new photo pops up. It's of her and Brian, and the caption, New Prom Bay. What about Alex? I immediately text... Yeah, you better. I would have. I immediately text Alex. Stacy can rot in hell. Hey, are you still going to the prom with Stacy? He doesn't reply right away, so I head to the kitchen to get started on dinner. Mama had to go do the groceries and miss a couple of hours of sleep. Okay, so someone did get the groceries eventually. Missed a couple hours of sleep. I've been making up for my fuck up since that day by cooking all the meals, cleaning, and helping Honor with his homework. My parents are more than excited about me getting into Florida A&M, but not too long afterwards, Dad started crunching the numbers. Still, I had until Monday to just hold on to this bit of happiness for a moment. Oh, okay, I'm assuming these are text messages. Okay, yeah, okay, the rest is text message. Okay, so they first started with, hey, are you still going to the prom with Stacy? He didn't text back right away, and then all that happened. And then it's, then he texts, no, she's going with Brian. Did she cancel on you at the last minute? No, I was never going with Stacy. Who told you that? Stacy did. She said I could ride in her limo. You'll still go even if Brian is there? Yeah. Why, Alex? You don't remember what he did to you? Hey, it's a free ride in a limo. I don't have to pay for it. Seriously? So who are you taking to prom? He doesn't respond. I wait and wait. Nobody. I don't respond. I pull out a package of ground meat and hamburger helper. 10 minutes goes by before I ask him, do you want to go with me? No, because you don't want to go with me. Sorry, I was just... Save it. Alex knew that he would be a pity date. He was right. The only reason I was rethinking the whole thing was because of my fuck-up ex-friend and her asshole boyfriend. I scroll through each of Stacy's pictures, and there are more of her and Brian now, as if she's announcing to the world that they're back together and that they're not hiding their relationship anymore. That she doesn't give a fuck about what he's done to her friends because she was leaving Kingsbridge and telling everyone to kiss her ass. You know what? Stick a daisy in it too, okay? Like, I can't even... I would key Stacy's car. I would key her car. I'd slash her tires. Oh my gosh. I would TP her. I'd TP her shit. I'd take some scissors to her hedges, those nice hedges she was talking about. Man. And you tell being like, you don't remember what he did to Bubba? Girl, you're the one over here also being like, I wish I could be celebrating my win with Stacy after he did the same thing to you. Like, you all need to stand up. But in a small town, like, I get it. It can be it can be difficult, especially when it comes, like, when the choices are that or just complete isolation. I get it. What was I... Oh, here we go. Okay. Kiss her ass. I slam my phone against the counter. Honor glances at me, and I look around the house. It feels small. I want to stretch my arms out and push the walls and make everything stretch far and wide because this place is beginning to feel like a prison. The day before the prom, I end up in Geraldine's. I end up in Geraldine's because I'm going after all. That was the place from the beginning. Work my butt off. Get accepted into HBCU. Get ready to move out of the state. Give myself a complete makeover from head to toe. And party like I've lost all my senses. This was all supposed to be with Stacy's help. This was all planned before that thing with Brian. And before the new thing with Brian. Since I'm going to be on my own down in Florida, I had to start now. I had to put myself together and be my own damn sidekick, road dog, and ride or die chick. Yes! Oh my god, yes! I love when a woman has this realization. You could do anything by yourself, and then when you figure that out, then you end up making really great friends. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She is standing up. She is. I spent a whole night online looking for dresses and creating a private Pinterest board for women with bodies like mine. Models even. Some with deep brown skin like mine. Their dresses were short and flirty and in bright colors, or they were long and glamorous with revealing slits. The shimmering fabric hugged their curves, and they held their heads high, confident, badass, and they didn't seem to give a fuck. I could see it. I could imagine it. I could look just like those women. I played around with my hair in the mirror. I pulled down the top of my sweater to show off my bare shoulder, and then pouted my lips. I went from prom dresses to Florida A&M's website to YouTube videos of current and former students, and I saw myself in each of their faces. I could see it. I could imagine it. I was going to be one of those students, and I wouldn't hide it. I would blend in and stand out at the same time. I go through 5 dresses, and none of them are like the ones I'd seen in those models online. Dolores takes photo after photo just in case the mirror isn't telling the whole truth. I do look like somebody's aunt or a burnt-out teacher. Oh. You don't have anything sexy in my size? I finally asked. Sexy is a state of mind, Dolores says. I still engrossed still engrossed in her phone. I try on another dress that fits just right at the top, but hits right at my calves, which isn't sexy at all, no matter what my state of mind is. Where's your friend? You ask. You should ask her. She's not my friend, I say. Yeah, she is. No, she's not. Whatever, you'll get over it. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Is there still? Okay. I hold the dress up above my knees, then higher and higher. I exhale and let it down. I let it drop down. I could never be that bold, that risque. I'm 18 now, too. Stacy's voice flashes through my mind, and I wonder what she'd say about this dress, about my body in it. She would squeal. She would jump at even the thought of me wearing a dress. This is going to be my revenge. She thinks I'm going to hide in some corner like all the other times she's fucked up, that I'm going to avoid her until she shows up with some gift and I'll fall for it and accept her sorry apology. Not this time. Dolores comes over to me and hands me a piece of paper. It's the flyer about the African tailor. They fix dresses? I ask, hesitantly taking it from her. They do, she says. I've seen their handiwork. Some of the girls from your school have had their dresses altered, they said, and I heard they even make dresses from scratch. It's pretty good. Yeah. I'm gonna be so for real. When prom season comes around, I love seeing Southern... Fuck it. I love seeing Black Prom. I do. It's so awesome. The dresses are so amazing. Everything. Just everything. I can't even... words cannot describe how awesome prom season comes around and how amazing Black people do their dresses and just everything. I hope I'm saying this right. Mamadou's African Tailoring is a few blocks from my house, and I was able to take the bus there, even though I had to wait a while for it to come. The store is in a regular blue and white frame house with a sign in the front. The door is wedged open, and I walk in to the smell of steamed dresses, just like in Geraldine's, except there's also a hint of smoked sweetness in the air. Incense, maybe. I love incense. Light music is playing, and I can't place the instrument. Something like a harp, but not. The store is a living room, and at this entrance is a mannequin, almost like the one in Geraldine's, except this one doesn't look down the tip of her nose at me. She smiles as if greeting me. She's wearing a red and gold fabric around her stringy hair, and her dress was loud, bold colors and shapes all over it. The walls are lined with stacks and stacks of fabric, all in different patterns and colors. These tables holding sewing machines are at the center of the room, and for a moment I wonder if I've stepped into a sweatshop. An older woman is behind one of them picking... maybe let's not say that. That's a little crazy. An older woman is behind one of them, picking apart a dress, and she only smiles and nods at me. I don't know if that's someone's name or if that's how they're saying it, but it's Alo. Someone calls out and I jump. I didn't want to say it and then sound bad, you know what I mean? Someone calls out and I jump. A man wearing a wide and long robe of some sort comes out to greet me. He has to be the darkest skinned man I'd ever seen in my life. So that explains the African part of the store's name. Yeah? You're from Africa, I ask. I don't think about it. I just stare at his smooth, glowing skin. Yes, Senegal. He says with a deep accent. You too? No, I say laughing. I'm from right here in Kingsbridge, born and raised. What are you doing here? Being a seamstress. I don't understand what... Why are you so baffled right now? What's going on here? It says, and my son goes to... I wasn't being weird. It actually says A. Okay, I need that to be known. It's important to me that you know that. My son, he goes to the university, are looking for a dress. I pull myself together, remembering that I had a day to get this dress. A half day, really, if I was going to get my hair done. I had $200 saved for this whole thing, and I needed to plan a budget, both my money and my time. I heard you fix dresses. He looks me up and down. I hold my head up high because the walls in this living room store are covered with women who look like me. From Africa, I guess. From Senegal. Where they're tall and dark-skinned and gorgeous. Where is the dress? He asked, rolling his R's. Well, I thought you had some here and would fit me. That would fit me. I don't have time, miss. You see that over there? He points to the tall and wide table at the edge of the living room there, where there's a pile of colorful fancy dresses. I recognize some of them from Geraldine's. I have to fix by tomorrow. You should come early. What are you saying? You can't help me? He shakes his head. After Friday, you come Saturday and we can make dress. But I need it for tomorrow. Too late, miss, too late. His phone rings and he steps away to answer it. You can look around. Maybe you can find something. But I can't tailor it until Saturday, he says. He starts talking in another language. We don't have too many foreigners in our town. And if we do, they're not usually black. They're not usually from Africa. And they don't make or fix dresses. This Mamadou is going to give Geraldine's a run for her money. This must be a new place. Okay, maybe that's why I was like, is this just a place that's been around for a while and you're just being a weirdo? There's a rack of dresses in the most beautiful pattern I've ever seen. I definitely stand out wearing one of them, but the shapes are all wrong and boxy. I don't bother trying anything on because the thought of going to prom is slowly fading. Stacy would know what to do. She would see all this fabric and think of some creative way to put an outfit together for me. I don't have her creative mind. I start to walk out of the store when a tall boy steps into the doorway, and it's one of the very few times I had to look up to see someone's face. He's the same smooth, even dark brown, like that man. His eyes are warm and friendly, and he has the brightest smile on this side of the Hudson. His teeth are incredibly white that I can't stop staring at them. His teeth of all things. Yeah. I don't know, maybe you got a teeth thing, girl. Again, it says it that way. Aloe, he says with the same deep, sing-songy voice as that man. This must be his son, the one who goes to the university. Hi, I say. He nods, smiles, and brushes past me, but I'm not ready to go. Are you the one who goes to the university? I ask. Your father said so. Oh yeah, he says. His accent is nowhere as thick as his father's. He means college. He thinks every school is a university. College? Where? Shaw County. We just moved down here from Buffalo so I can go. Since my father has his own business, it's easy to move around. Shaw County? That's a community college, I say. Girl, if I find out that you decide to stay because of this guy and not go to HBCU, or not go to an HBCU, let's find out what's gonna happen. Okay, college where? Shaw County. We just moved down here from Buffalo, so I can go. Since my father has his own business, it's easy to move around. Shaw County? That's a community college, I say. He laughs, flashing his gleaming white teeth. I know it's not the best, but I'm learning a lot. I'm Mamadou, by the way. He extends his hand out to me. I take it, and it's cool and dry. Cherish, this is your store? Cherish, so this is your store? Me and my father are both named Mamadou. Did you find what you are looking for, Cherish? No, I need a dress by tomorrow, I say, knowing that this is my cue to leave, but I just can't, not yet. He studies me. I don't do anything with my body, I just stand there. Then he motions for me to come back in. He says something to his father in a different language. His father says something in return. Mamadou Jr. says another thing, a little bit louder this time. His father agrees or backs off because his voice trails. Mamadou Jr. removes his book bag, and grabs a photo album from a nearby shelf. Let me know if you see something you like. I can make it for you by tomorrow. You make dresses? I ask. He smiles and nods. Before I open up the album's pages to models I've never seen before wearing those same bright, colorful dresses as the flyer, Mamadou comes back over to me with a long yellow measuring tape in hand. I just stare at him. I need to take your measurements for your dress, he says. I don't move at first. Then I swallow hard and stand up straight in front of him, chest out, chin up, and head held high. He gently touches my arm for me to raise them. Slowly, he takes the measuring tape and wraps it around my waist. He looks up at me to make sure it's okay and smiles. I nod. In my head, I'm texting Stacy about this new boy in my... Girl! Forget about Stacy! Oh my god! In my head, I'm texting Stacy about this new boy in town who goes to Shaw County and looks like an African superhero. What? And he makes dresses. Stacy, he makes dresses. And she would dare me to ask him to prom at the last minute. In just a couple of minutes, Mamadou has measured my waist, my hips, my chest, the length of my arms, and the length of my legs. Then he says, okay, what would you like? Guys, that's it. Why do they end like this? Why do they end like this, dude? Oh my god. I get it. I keep forgetting that these are supposed to be meet cutes. But, oh my god. That was such a good story for it to end like that. I'm sorry, it was so good. It was so good. The twists, the turns, the drama, oh my god. That shit had me, when I realized the whole meme thing with the gorilla thing. Oh my god, I'm so irritated that it ended like this. Why? Then he asks, okay, what would you like? The end. That's literally, it just ends like that. Ugh. Well, that was a really good one. I really liked that. Again, didn't like the ending. I feel like I'm just really not gonna like the endings of like any of these because they end when the meet cute basically happens. Like after the meet cute has happened, it's kind of like, and the rest is history type of vibe, and I kind of don't like that. But that was a really good story. That one was really good. I am very, very impressed with that one considering how much I really didn't like day 2. But that one was really good. There was a lot of surprises in that one. I'm learning now more that like I'm not going to get a lot of the details in the beginning, so I'm going to be kind of lost on a lot of stuff until like later on and stuff. Like I think like you can kind of get like, I'm just not very good at guessing things beforehand unless I have a pretty obvious detail, you know what I mean? But this one was really good. I really enjoyed this one a lot. I actually am going to look up that author because I really like the way that they tell their story. The way that they wrote this, I really like that. So I'm going to look them up. Ibai Zaboy. Yeah. Okay. That was day 3. I will have it uploaded onto my YouTube channel later if you want to watch it later or, you know, anything. I don't know how to end these half the time. But yeah, thanks so much, you guys.